Hey guys, welcome to the Octopodd. Yes, that's Octopodd with two D's. Why? Because in life, double D's makes everything much, much better. Today we're going to be talking about the films that we watched throughout the week, which is going to be South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Relatable.
And then there's Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, I believe it's called. Yes?
Yes.
And then American Reunion.
Yes.
Before we get to that, we want to talk about the questions. You guys... You gotta ask us questions down below, all right? You can ask us anything. You could, whether it's a recipe, whether you need some life advice, whether you want to know if we're stupid or not, just ask us and we will let you know. Any question goes.
And to be honest, you guys gave us some good ones today.
You guys gave us some really good questions in the last podcast, and some of you guys were like King Kong apologists. Well, King Kong is Scott Island! Or something like that, man. You guys are losers, all right? Yeah. By the time this video comes out, we've already watched Skull Island.
Yeah.
It was planned. We were gonna watch it anyways.
Yeah.
You moron, stop taking us seriously.
No, you fell for the bait.
You guys always take the bait. Honestly, if you guys were fish, you'd be kapush. Kapit, you're done. Alright?
Kapush.
Kapush. The hooks come down, you like the SpongeBob episode? And they're like Patrick. My God.
You guys are deep throating that.
You guys are literally throat goats on the hooks, man. You're like the worst fish to ever exist, all right? Next time, don't take the bait, guys. You're better than this. Don't be losers. I expect better from you, all right?
King Kong still sucks, though.
King Kong still sucks.
Godzilla's better.
Godzilla is far better, and I have proof of that. We're going to throw up a little funny little image here. Here it is. It's going to last for a few seconds. If you care to read it,
take your time.
Take your time. Maybe pause the video for a bit. Read. Get a little feel for what it is. All right, that's enough. Now we're going to move on to talking about the movies. We have woohoo whippy. So we're going to talk about South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. For those of you who are also Bigger, Longer, and Uncut,
we see you.
We see you. We respect you. You are valid. South Park is possibly the greatest musical of all time. I absolutely hate musicals. I think they are dog shit.
Cringe.
Super cringe. And at most, not that good. But South Park is the best musical ever created in cinema. As a whole. Alright? It's got a banger soundtrack that's catchy. Even when we finished watching the movie, I went over there on my computer, man, I started looking up the songs again. I wanted to listen to them again.
Honestly, I did the exact same thing, man.
You know?
I really enjoyed the songs. Even though they're like... It's just amazing how the concept and just the overall idea of the songs is so stupid.
Yeah.
But man, they're catchy and sound amazing.
Yeah, they're actually good. Like Brian Boitano, I think like what would Brian Boitano do? I think that one was my favorite one.
I also like the one about Satan when he wanted to live up there.
Oh, he wanted to live above, bro. He hits this like this last final note. It's just this long note, just like, boom. It was actually good. I was
Kills
like,
that high note.
Holy shit! Who sang as Satan? I need to know.
It's probably one of them.
Ironically, the voice of an angel. That's it. It was incredible. And then we had like one of Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch.
That is so good.
That one was really good. Blame Canada.
Also, Kyle's mom's a big fat bitch. Sadly, did not even make the YouTube cut.
Oh, did it not?
Dude,
I didn't pay attention.
I'm gonna say this right now. All 3 videos got blocked this week. We've been struggling with these videos for some reason. South Park specifically took a lot of work to even get the one that we have up right now. So we are probably not going to be monetized for any of these videos this week. And it is what it is. Like, you can't do much. Yeah. But we tried our best. So sadly, we had to remove that certain scene so that we could actually just let you guys watch it. We don't care about the money.
I wonder if it's because of the high use of profanity. You know, a lot of the swear words used.
Possibly.
Because that song is just like, bro, starts like boom, boom, boom. Nails them hard, man.
The whole film in general.
The whole film in general. So it's very hard to, like...
Yeah.
It's hard to edit it in a way where it's just like, it's not blocked, essentially.
Yep.
So, like, I guarantee...
We did our best.
Yeah, there's some things that just... There's some moments I guarantee you that aren't there that I know you guys would love. Like... The only time I would say check out the full version, it would probably be a better experience.
This one.
We really worked hard for this, guys, all right? And it was a pain in the ass. And at the end of the day, we had to put out what we had.
Yep. You win some, you lose some. It is what it is.
Like blame Canada, just blame YouTube, all right? Just blame them, guys, all right?
Well, I'll be honest, like, just say that I think this is probably one of my favorite films we've reacted to. I just thought it was so much fun.
Probably one of my favorite comedy films. I've laughed really hard at this. And speaking of the songs again, I just wanted to also say, like, I've heard, like, as soon as we put out the video, I saw a lot of people saying, like, Blame Canada, I think, won an award.
Really?
Did it? Or was it won an award? Or was it nominated for an award? It was nominated for an award. It was actually also, it was performed at an award ceremony by Robin Williams. Robin Williams performed the song from back.
I gotta go look that up afterwards.
Yeah, I gotta look that up. I saw a lot of people in the comments mentioning that. I gotta go. I don't know if they won the award or they were nominated. Even then, being nominated for Blame Canada is wild as hell.
That's just
to
great.
be fair, you can blame Canada for anything you guys want. We're in Canada. Canada just sucks, guys. It's not as great. It's not this paradise wonderland. There are beady-eyed, flappy-headed idiots around here. Point proven. All right, we're probably the closest to Terrence and Phillip you're going to get. We're like the Terrence and Phillip of YouTube, and I don't know if that's a good thing. It could be genuinely a bad thing.
I'll take it as a compliment.
It's a compliment. Maybe we should get that. Maybe we should get like Terrence and Phillip shirts.
Oh, really? Which one would you be?
The loud one.
Well, that could be either.
True. So, well, I'll have P and you can have T. I think having P on my shirt is way more funny than T.
All right, I'll take a T.
I'll take a P. All right, moving on from that. Anyways, surprising enough, as much as this is a comedy with every great comedy, there are a lot of deep themes that can be found. Ooh, when you have a brain, mysterious things could be found. One of the things is just like, which is still prevalent today, is kind of like a lot of parents back in the day would blame movies for kids doing stupid things or hurting themselves, and later, or even violence as well, right?
For video games.
Video games came from violence and stuff. They would just, it's the video game's fault. This is why kids are violent and stuff like that. And it's like, no, there's a lot more variables that come into play concerning whether someone is violent or a horrible person in general. And nowadays, I feel like it's not movies, it's not TV, it's not video games. Right now, it's social media, I think. But the thing is, social media makes people stupid, and it makes them do stupid things.
It actually does.
Like, genuinely. Like, the Tide Pod Challenge, for anybody out there. You knew about this. Why the hell would you eat a Tide Pod? I'm sorry, but that's a natural selection. You're an idiot if you do that. There's no way you do that. It's stupid.
Yeah.
All right? It's literally something that cleans your clothes. Obviously, it's not good for you.
No.
You know? And I guarantee the person who did the challenge probably had something that looked like a Tide Pod and it wasn't.
It's probably just a big joke.
They probably replicated it. It was a big joke. Maybe they didn't think it would catch on. And apparently there was like a few kids that like got offed because of it.
Really?
I think there was
No!
I think there was one case of a kid that got off because of the Tide Pod Challenge.
You got click-clacked?
Click-clacked himself, technically. Unintentionally. But
really?
Still, I think so. I believe someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong. If I'm wrong, fine. Whatever. It is what it is. I don't mind, but someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I think there was a casualty to that, which is very like, wow. It's not even that, but even the milk crate challenge where you have to run up the milk crates, man.
Bro,
how many people broke their spines?
Dude.
There was actual people
breaking legs and stuff.
Breaking legs, breaking spines. I think someone lost the ability to walk because they hit their back so hard on it. Yeah, bro, it's stupid. Okay, guys. Milk crates are strong. Very durable. Yeah. All right? It holds a lot of milk, okay?
They might be flimsy to go up, but they're solid to fall on.
Yes, they hurt like hell if you fall on them properly, okay? It's just like, it's so many stupid things. It's like, even nowadays I see it, and even like, because I only care about fitness, or like in terms of like content and stuff like that, and I see like some guy, and he's just like doing like, he's like upside down kind of doing like flies with like 2 benches or like bench press thingies. I was like, it's stupid as hell. Like, it just looks bad. It looks dumb. Like, you're genuinely gonna hurt yourself.
When people do stuff like that, you know what they're doing it for, man. They're
just doing it for the club, but at the same time, it's gonna give people the idea to do it themselves, which is the issue. Yeah. You know? And it's not like, okay, it's not like Jackass. Jackass has a disclaimer like, this is stupid.
They straight up tell you to be aware that we know this is all really dangerous, bad, and dumb.
Yes, there's a disclaimer. It shows you it's stupid, it's idiotic, don't do it. This is dangerous. Cool. Jackass lets you know. Not in social media, nobody tells you this.
No.
And not just that, but mostly social media is overrun with kids.
Yeah.
And it's not I don't mind if a grown adult does it, because at that point you should know better. And if you do something stupid, that's on you. Yeah. Well, kids don't know better all the time. So they're going to try this out, and it's not going to end kids doing the milk crate challenge. I don't think that ever happened, but could you imagine it? That would be terrible, you know? Stupid things. That's it.
It's not just that. I think the biggest problem, like, even from this, is just like, you know, it's easy to blame the media or any source of entertainment for, like, you know, your child learning from it. But at the end of the day, even for today's standards, I think it's on the parents mostly.
I do think
as a parent, you should be involved in understanding and knowing what your children, what kind of content they are consuming on the internet. If they are, you should have an active attempt to understand what it is, or to even know what they're doing. Like, if you are literally just, go on your iPad, sweetie, mommy, daddy need alone time now, go away.
When the iPad parent, when they literally, like, they don't even, like, watch their child, they don't take care of it.
No.
All they do is, like, feed them, pretty much, and the iPad takes care of them. Dude, honestly, it's just, like, it's so stupid, guys. You have to be a part of your children's life. You have to know what they're doing and pay attention to what they're doing. Yeah. If you don't, they're gonna do stupid things. And the internet's a scary place to do stupid things on.
You can't expect the government and other people to censorship things for your child. That's your job as a parent.
Yeah, you should actively be
just active in what they're doing.
Just actively interested. Actively put effort into your child and watch what they're doing. Like, it's not that hard. Come on, guys.
Yep. So parents, step your game up.
Parents is that. And I think it's like another one is it would be I guess like blaming people as a whole. I think it's like, it shows you like the extent of hate.
Yeah.
Especially like Kyle's mom hating on Canada as a whole. Oh, they made Terrence and Phillips, so Canada as a whole is dog shit. We should all hate them, literally go to war and kill them all. It's like, whoa!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's like, it shows you that, like, hate's a crazy thing.
It spirals out of control.
It really does. It's easy to hate. Especially it's easy to hate it's easy to blame one person or a group of individuals as to why something sucks or why something in your life isn't going the way you want it to go. It's so easy to do that, but you're putting all that energy into hating the person or the group of individuals when you can literally put that energy into yourself. Fix the problem in your life. Fix yourself, maybe.
You're going to be surprised at the fact that it's probably more than anything your fault.
Yeah, I think a lot of problems with people is themselves.
And they're not being they're trying to dance around. They don't want to accept that maybe it's their fault that they're not succeeding in what they want to do. Or they're having a hard time getting in a certain field or accomplishing stuff. Sometimes it's literally just you. And you have to take that responsibility if you actually want to grow and achieve the things you want in life.
Yeah, sometimes you got to be honest with yourself. You can't keep lying to yourself. You can't protect yourself from all the mean things and stuff like that. You got to like acknowledge that you are the issue. You can do better.
Yeah.
And that will go a long way.
Focus on yourself and you will be surprised at how much you grow as a person.
Yeah, focus on yourself and don't focus on others. You know, hating on other people is still focusing on them rather than yourself.
Yep.
Still counts.
Waste of time.
Big waste of time. There's also, I guess you could say censorship as a whole. I guess censorship is a pretty big thing.
Well, we already kind of bounce around that, dude. Like, at the end of the day, it's the parents' problem.
Oh, you're kind of right.
Parents should actively be working. If there's something that you see your child is consuming and you're like, wow, this is weird as shit.
Well, if there's something is there something your child's consuming, something your child's saying or doing that seems kind of off? You're like, that's kind of weird. Pay attention.
Yeah, pay attention to what's going on. Or even I don't know, this might be a gigabrain idea, but sit down with them and kind of explain why it's wrong. Easy as that. Kind of enforce it. Like, hey, if you mention this, you talk about this or anything about this certain topic that they've learned from the internet or maybe just a poor influence in their life, straight up say, hey, if you're going to do this kind of shit, you're going to get a punishment. You're going to get grounded. Yeah. Something in that sense, to really show that this is not right. Again, I think it comes down at the end of the day to predominantly parenting.
Okay. I see you.
Yeah.
All right. It's incredible, like, with a movie like South Park, you could have such, like, serious themes. Like, I mean, South Park always has serious undertones.
Yeah, because they're always making fun of serious stuff.
Yeah, they're making fun of serious stuff or trying to kind of prove a point.
Yeah,
in a sense with what they do for the most part. I haven't seen.
I don't know. I think sometimes they just like to make fun of people because they know it's gonna make them upset, and I respect the shit out of that.
Well, it's kind of like what I respect them about that is like, because I guess we kind of do the same thing.
Yeah.
For example, like with our Pineapple Express video, one of the greatest comments we've ever had. That one was a lot of fun. Recently, our Godzilla films that we done. We didn't watch
skipping Kong Skull Island.
We skipped it. We knew a lot of people would be upset about it, though we planned to watch it not that long after doing it.
Yeah.
We literally just wanted a week of Godzilla, just so for the podcast it would make sense to just talk about Godzilla. I didn't want to have that weird King Kong in the middle. It would be very strange. So we thought, we'll just watch it later. It's not a big deal.
Whatever,
we'll get to it. But my God, some of you guys take it so seriously. And it's just like, and we just like make a joke. We shit on King Kong. I'm just like, King Kong's like the Spider-Man of the MonsterVerse or whatnot. We just have fun with it, But some people take it too seriously, But like Masto and Trey Parker, don't really give a shit.
No,
we find more humor in it than anything else. We enjoy those comments more than anything else. So I guess in a sense, they kind of inspired our sense of humor to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You know, we're not afraid if someone gets upset. You know, they get a little wah. You know,
doesn't really affect me.
They do a little of the bitching, a little bit of the moaning, you know.
I'm gonna be honest. If you get upset at like two idiots on YouTube that make a certain make fun of something that you, I think for example, like you said, pilot stress. I think it's because people make the choice to smoke weed more than anything.
Oh, that probably hurts their feelings.
Yeah, it probably hurts their feelings. Oh, you make fun of the decisions I make. Yeah, sure. Like I'm pretty sure other people make fun of decisions you make in your life. Like if you take it that seriously, like dude, you gotta reevaluate yourself. We're just two clowns on the internet. What we say truly doesn't matter in the slightest, at all. If it matters that deeply to you, it's a little parasocial. It could weird.
Also, it could be some deep-rooted insecurity that you got to work on.
Yeah, maybe
because if it's something you enjoy, nobody and nothing should get in the way of it. You should be like, "That's cool, man," but I still enjoy it. You know?
Yeah.
That's fine. Even if people make jokes about it, get a little funny with it. Get a little funny with it, Just do what you want to do. You know, it's just it is what it is.
It is.
That's it. I'm trying to, bro. We've just barely talking about the movie. Just a lot of weird things, man. Absolutely weird. Because I still want to talk about the movie. There's some things I really liked in this movie. Again, the soundtrack.
Oh,
insane. Soundtrack was insane. I also there was a metal song playing when Kenny was falling into hell. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I have to look it up again. It's not too fresh. Yeah. It sounded kind of dope. I was like, hey, yo, that's kind of sick.
Probably one of the greatest depictions of heaven ever made.
Oh, definitely.
Let me in!
Let me in!
Adwin, no.
Adwin wants to be let in that heaven too?
Adwin, you want to go there too? It's okay, buddy.
Adwin's got good taste. One thing I like the reoccurring joke where Stan was asking everybody where to find the clitoris was.
Yeah, I don't know why. That was so good.
He would just say it he would say it the stupidest moments. Like even when you ask Chef at the cafeteria, man, Chef's just like, oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, no.
You're never planned to answer a question like that to a kid that young. You're just like, huh? Why are you asking me this?
I think the first and foremost is like, dude, where the hell did you hear this?
Right?
And who told you this shit?
Yeah, and not even that, but also what I liked is Stan, the girl he liked this really
pompous
political dickhead.
Yeah.
That's what I put him there. And he's pretty much just what I hate, pretty much the epitome of what I would hate in a human being if they exist.
Who?
That guy.
Oh,
that was
guy?
European. No. No, he's just annoying, man. He was
pompous.
A little pompous. I don't know. And it was just bro, get him out of here. And also even the mole guy who was possibly French, I think. Probably French.
Possibly
French, probably French, and they ended up killing him, or he ended up dying.
Yeah, he got mauled by the dogs.
Yeah, the dogs. Yippee I think his name Yippee the dog that flipped.
The dog that flipped.
Yeah, Yippee the dog that flipped. I remember that because I just visualized all the I think it's the big dogs running into the hole to go get him, and you just see Yippee flipping around at the hole. I don't know. I like that. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, I like that everyone was cheering for Yippee.
Everyone's cheering for Yippee.
That was one of the
Winona Ryder and her ping pong thing. Kind of weird. I don't know what to say about that. That was really weird. I don't know. That was kind of funny. I'm just trying to think about things that I really liked about this movie. There's just
I just liked all of it. It has such good jokes.
There's just too much, man.
Yeah,
that's the thing. There's just too much. I just know that. When we watched this, I laughed so hard that when we finished, my throat hurt and my jaw hurt.
Yeah, my jaw hurt too. I was like, damn, dude, I really laughed. Very few movies have actually done it to us. I think specifically, maybe Jackass. One of the Jackasses made us laugh at her.
I think one of the Jackasses
and,
do it.
Of course, Borat,
Jackass, South Park. These three are just ridiculous.
I might even say could be possibly a top 3 of comedies we've ever done on the channel.
Ooh. I already have.
When it comes to laugh factor, maybe not maybe the best comedies.
So if we had a top 5, if we had a top 5, I'd put those 3 in there. But I would also put Step Brothers. Step Brothers is one of the best comedies we've seen on this channel. I don't know why, but it's just it was right up my alley. I thought it was really funny.
It's just the perfect amount of stupid.
There's nothing more funny than a bunch of stupid man children. Yeah, that's it.
We're self-aware.
We're very self-aware. We genuinely enjoy it. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh god, the one thing I hate about this film, rightfully so, as you should, is Saddam Hussein. Yeah. He is so annoying. This movie.
The voice they gave him. Oh my god.
The voice is annoying. The way he looks is annoying. He even had a song. They gave him a song.
Oh, shit, I forgot about his
song.
song.
What could have been a perfect soundtrack, I think, is ruined by that one song. I hated it so much, man. Every time he opened his mouth, I just wanted him to shut up. But rightfully so. FYI, guys, he wasn't a great guy. You know, just putting that out there.
Yeah, if some of you don't know,
if you don't know,
he didn't do a lot of good things.
He didn't do a lot of good for the world, all right?
No.
And I guess that's the point. They want to make him hateable, as they should do, and they did it very well. They even put him in a toxic or abusive relationship with Satan, which was
really funny.
Funny. It was pretty funny.
That's the best part, is that you kind of actually start feeling sorry for Satan.
I wonder, when did, because I think it would be really funny if Saddam Hussein was alive to see that.
It's 1999. It
was he still alive, or did they off him by then?
I think they click-clacked him.
It would have been so funny if he saw that before he got clicked.
Like, I'm pretty sure he got like hung or something.
I don't know.
He got like an old school method. I know that for a fact. I think it was televised even. I don't know.
What? I don't remember. It's been too long. I have to look that up. I don't even know if I want to. I don't even think I want to have that in my browser history, honestly.
It's like, just for
what happened to Saddam Hussein?
No, but I remember it. I briefly remember it. We were very young, very very young around that time.
I don't remember it.
No, not really.
Part of me was just thinking it would be funny if he saw that. I wonder how angry he would. I wonder how angry he would have got. I know there are celebrities who get made. Well, he's not a celebrity, but I mean, there's like public figures that get very like upset. Horribly made fun of in South Park, and they get upset by it. And I think it's the funniest thing ever.
I love it.
It's so funny.
I absolutely adore it, man. It is the best thing ever. Yeah, like I would personally be absolutely honored to be made fun of on South Park. Right? That's where I think you've made it.
Right? I think that would be great.
Yeah, I think that's gold.
You've truly made it in life if South Park has made fun of you. That's just how it goes. You know,
everything. I think it would even be like next level. Make fun of me and let me voice myself.
Oh,
now that would
I don't know.
Amazing.
I would kind of like to see what voice they would come up for me. You know,
that's actually a good point.
What voice would they come up with me, and how would they make me look?
Yeah, how annoying would I be?
Yeah, you know, would I sound as annoying as I actually am? Or
would I be bigger than Cartman?
No, Cartman's a child.
I'm a lot bigger.
You're not a child no more, buddy. You're much bigger than Cartman. But I would like to see what voice they would give me. I would like to see it. They would probably amplify the annoyance, if that's even possible.
I love it.
I feel like as I am now is probably annoying as enough for some of you out there. I know I've got a few people that don't like me. I think it's funny.
I kind of thrive off of the hatred.
I kind of like it. I think it's hilarious as
you guys don't realize it when you hate us. We just we find those comments funny.
We read them. We have a good laugh.
We kind of compare them. We're like, oh, did you see this one?
Yeah, we'll be like, hey, did you see this one? He said about me, and I sent it to him. It was just like, have a good laugh about it or whatnot. So pretty much all you guys, you pretty much are giving us entertainment. Yeah. So thanks for giving back to us.
We appreciate that a lot.
We appreciate the entertainment value that you give to us with your insults and your negative feedback, if you would. I think I'm done with South Park, man.
There's not much to say. It's solid.
There's not much to say. It's South Park. It's South Park at its possibly at its best. You know, it's good old South Park, just longer. What more could you ask for? Ooh. I enjoyed it a lot. Now I want to talk about. Now we're gonna move on to
I'm gonna be honest. Sad to say, we watched Oh Brother Where Art Thou, but now that we're sitting for the podcast, man, my brain doesn't grasp a lot of it.
It's not that it doesn't grasp a lot of it when it comes to because this week we had South Park and we had also American Reunion, which we're going to talk about after this, and I feel like those movies stuck with me more so than Oh Brother Where Art Thou. Sad to say, no flame to the film itself and whatnot.
No, because I actually like the movie a lot. I specifically like that song there. What's it called? I'm a Man of Sorrow or something.
Yeah,
bro, that song has been stuck in my goddamn head for so long since watching this film. It's not left. Yeah. Like even last night, yesterday, I was hanging out with our good old mom, and man, I was just like, that song just stuck in my head, and mom even played the song.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and I was just like, shit, it's here again. Oh my god, I thought I finally escaped it. No,
it's back.
Dude, it's stuck in my head again.
But yeah, it's just like,
holy shit.
I'm not adding any flame to the barn or anything, but it's just like, you like that?
Yeah, I like that.
But it's like when it came to South Park and American Reunion, they had a better much more of a lasting effect to me in terms of my memory for it. But Brother Where Art Thou was really good. George Clooney's a really good actor. Like we even saw him in Dusk Till Dawn. He's such a good actor.
We should do more George Clooney films.
After watching From Dusk Till Dawn and Brother Where Art Thou, it made me realize we've not seen a lot of George Clooney films, and we need to do more because he's really damn good. He's really damn good. The movie in itself is really cool. Well, it's really good. It's a good movie overall, and it kind of gave me the same vibes of like what are those movies? Who directed this film again?
Coen Brothers.
The Coen Brothers, right? It's just another Coen Brother movie. It starts out pretty normal, and it
just progressively gets wild and out of control.
It progressively gets wild. It goes out of control. It goes to shit, and at some point, it gets all better.
Yeah, no, Coen Brother films tend to get worse, really bad. Like,
yeah, but it doesn't really have that bad of an ending.
No, actually, I was just surprised. I thought it was when they had the part with the flooding. I swear to God, I was ready for the dark ending. Everyone dies.
Right?
I was like, fuck. I was so worried. I was like, oh God, no.
As soon as they got captured and they were all about to be hung, I was just like, oh, okay. This is the ending I expected. You know, this is a Coen Brothers kind of thing. I get this. And then the flood came, as you said. I was like, oh, this is how it happens. This is how they get these assholes, you know? And it's just like, no, they're fine. They're good.
Dude, that was crazy.
It's a wild, like, I feel like, because if you've seen other Coen Brother films, the ending's a roller coaster. The last 20 minutes is a goddamn roller coaster.
Oh, God,
because you're expecting the worst. You don't expect anything good to happen.
My favorite thing, now it's all coming to me. Now that we're actually talking about it.
It's starting to come back.
My favorite thing in this film was literally them mistaking Pete as a frog.
Oh my God!
When they thought the sirens turned
Pete into a frog, and they literally thought. Well, it was more so of like Delmar. I think his name is Delmar. Thought like Pete was a goddamn frog, bro. You remember John Goodman just pow?
He crushed him and
slammed into a tree. Bro. Just when you thought that was wild, you get to see John Goodman literally like take this frog to Pound Town against a tree, dude. Just pow, slam it against a tree. You're just like, okay, that was kind of wild, man. He has an eye patch. He's looking like a little heftier, solid snake of sorts.
Yeah.
You're just like, whoa, this is crazy. All of a sudden,
looking like Mr. Pliskin.
All of a sudden, he's a racist. You're like, what?
I'm not surprised. Come on.
I didn't know he was.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
I just thought he was a big angry guy who hated frogs. But it turned out,
big angry guy who hates frogs.
Yeah, and it turned out he didn't just hate frogs, guys. He hated a lot more people than just frogs. All right, that was the turn. I was like, whoa! I thought it was just frogs. No, he hates everyone almost. Yeah. That was a wild twist. That was the thing. Even like when they rolled up to the whole like.
No, I liked how he had a picnic with them and everything. And he kind of like smacks Delmar in the head, and then you see like everybody's just like sitting there, and he's still talking. He's like, I don't really get it.
Yeah,
because
he was like explaining himself. Oh, this is how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, and he was trying to really understand. He's like, I don't really get it. He gets smacked in the head.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Oh, dude, that whole segment was so
great.
That
was so damn good.
I loved it so much, man.
Oh my God. Okay, I think one of my favorite scenes for this is when they get in the car with the guy who I can't remember his actual name, but it was Babyface. They called him Babyface. One of the ladies at the
something George or something.
Something like that at the bank. They called him Babyface. I love that scene where they're getting in the car. It's a getaway. The guy's got a bunch of cops chasing him. He goes and robs a bank with the three of them there with him. And they're just like, wait, what's going on? I thought that was hilarious.
And I loved how even at the end of the film, you see him so excited and everything that he's getting like the...
He's getting the chair. Yeah. He's getting electrocuted.
Yeah.
And he's having the time of his life. Yeah. Because... It's funny because he's just like, he never cared about the money too. He left the money.
He's an adrenaline junkie.
That was it. He's just like, I want to go out in a blaze of glory. That was it. I just want people to know my name when I go out. And I was like wow, dude. That's crazy.
I respect that, but not kind of the method you chose to do it.
I respect it, but at the same time...
Oh, also, before anything, okay, now it's... Dude, this is great now.
It's kind of like...
almost like... This movie hates animals. Bro, this movie ate out. There's a cow that got blasted.
Oh my God!
A cow that was hit by a car.
Cow got hit by a car.
Of course, Pete the Frog being crushed and slammed into a tree. Ooh. This movie really told you animals ain't shit. Yep. That was wild, man. A lot of films don't really go down that route.
No. Nowadays, I find like films are a little like... They understand that nobody likes to see violence on animals.
No, I remember I watched a film back in high school. We were watching a film in class, and something bad happened to an animal, and a guy just cried in the class.
Do you remember what the movie was called?
No. But he cried. He bawled his eyes out in the middle of the classroom, and something bad happened to an animal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she had to stop the movie and everything to console the guy.
I don't know why that
was wild. As
I don't know why there was. Okay, so I don't know why this reminded me because we watched a few movies in classes, and I remember we watched one that was really. I did not like it. I think it was called A Walk to Remember. It was really.
Oh
it was
God!
Really,
yeah.
It was like a cringy romance thing. It was like
Is that the one where the girl has like some kind of disease that's killing her?
Yeah, it's called cancer. She has like cancer and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember that one because there was like we were watching the film and I remember a guy laughing in a moment that wasn't funny and the teacher had to talk to him. They walked him out and he was just like, that wasn't cool, dude. It's like, it was really... What he laughed at wasn't funny, but it was funny the consequences he had for that. That was pretty funny.
What was the scene? Do you remember?
I can't remember. Dude,
I haven't seen
that was in
so
high
long.
school, dude. I can't remember. I don't even... The only thing I remember about the movie is that the girl had a wish to be at 2 places at once, and the guy takes her there to like the border of some places. Or
Oh,
states.
okay.
That's all I remember from the goddamn film, and that she had cancer. That's all I remember. And other than that, I don't remember anything else about
I couldn't even remember the illness she had, so there's my knowledge.
I mean, chances are, if it's terminal, it's probably cancer. So I feel like
True.
that's a safe assumption to make.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know why the hell I went there. I don't know. You remind me of that. Sorry about that, guys. Walk to remember. Am I right? Truly remembered it.
Hey, Buggy.
Where was I?
Oh my God.
Brother, where? Oh, okay.
I also love that, you know, how when they did the recording of the song.
Oh yeah.
And I love that there was just like a whole subplot of them being the greatest band known to the entire country.
Yeah.
And like the whole time they're trying to figure out ways to make money when literally a music career was their...
It was just there dangling in front of their face, behind their back. They didn't even
couldn't
know
see it.
And they were just like, they became legends.
Yeah.
That they never read about it. Because I think it was in newspapers and stuff like that.
Who are the Soggy Bottom Boys?
The Soggy Bottom Boys. That was it. Who are these Soggy Bottom Boys?
And I love they came up with the name just because they got baptized, Delmar and
yeah,
Pete.
that was kind of cool.
It was actually cool.
Yeah, that was
and
kinda cool.
I like how when they went to the recording session, and he right away, and he, because the guy was like, he couldn't really see well, he lied and said, "Yeah, there's 5 of us, so they got more money."
Yeah, they got more money. That's how
My
you do
man!
it. That's it. You gotta cheat the system.
Yeah, that just shows his character. He's willing to lie and cheat from a blind guy.
Well, I mean, I think that was very obvious, man. I think it was.
Yeah,
pretty
but I
obvious.
think it was deserved too.
Well,
he was a weird guy.
Well, not just
I
that.
love the actor who played that guy. What was his name? I know he was in Office Space, and
Oh, you mean the guy with
the guy who recorded it.
I
The guy's blind and
know,
everything.
I know.
He's such a funny guy, man.
Yeah, the big glasses.
Let me just look at. Just look at like so.
He looks like, for someone who's blind, looks like he could see a lot. That's how he looked. That's how he looked.
Dude,
Yeah,
I thought it was funny as hell. I don't know. I love that whole
it
scene.
was pretty funny. It was pretty funny.
Again, that song, beautiful. That's probably like one of my
I think
favorite
it's
original
not
songs.
even that, but I know it's been stuck in your head because you've been singing that. Like, you
Yep.
sing it quite often.
Man,
Sometimes we're just like,
so-
sometimes we're just cooking breakfast and he's just like singing it, or he's singing his own version of it.
Dude, it's stuck in
I
my
think
head.
I think I've heard the Adwin version, the Mugwai version.
Yeah, I got an Adwin version.
There's an Adwin version. There's a Mugwai version. Like, there's just like so many versions of it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. Again, it is a very catchy song.
I sing and make up a lot of songs for our dogs.
I just remembered something. What was it?
What we cooking in the old
remember
noggin?
Everett? He had his
His hair gel?
his wife, but he also did have his.
I love that running gag where he's like, it has to be like a Dapper Man one.
Dapper Man pomade or something.
Yeah,
like
it's like
that.
that. It's like anything else is like a subpar. It's shit. I'm not using it.
It ain't the same. It
was
the
like
same.
a level of OCD for hair gel.
Pretty much, yeah. His character had some serious OCD for that. But to be fair, though, his hair looked good. So
I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. The man knew what was up.
Yeah, that was. I couldn't. I can't shame him for that.
No, and I love the fact that when you get to his house at the end of the film, he's like just filled to the top with just.
Oh yeah,
all
he's
of
like
them.
an entire thing of like.
He's got a massive like collection of it all.
Yeah, he's got a huge collection. But it was funny also like his wife. He literally goes sees his wife. His wife is with another dude who's potentially a giraffe loser. All right, I did not like the guy, and he ended up getting his ass kicked. Nope. The weirdest thing is that I didn't think Everett would get his ass kicked. I thought
I did.
Yeah.
You know why?
He's just a man of his word. Like more of like a.
He gets through anything and everything in life by just talking it out of it. That was it.
So he never had. So he probably never had to fight.
He never had to fight. He's never really fought.
I thought it was just like
he's talked himself out of everything in life. That's his thing.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, and I love that about him. Because in your mind, you're thinking, oh yeah, he's gonna get to it. It's like, no, he really sucks at fighting. He's shit at it.
You got his ass handed. And the thing
Because
is,
this is not what he's good
yeah,
at.
the thing is, Mr. Giraffe was like didn't look. He wasn't
He's
that much
got
of a fighter.
He's
either.
got the old fisticuffs. Yeah, that old school fisticuff
The
style.
old school fisticuffs. Come at me and beat the crap out of you.
You also have the advantage of reach, man. That guy was long and lanky. Yep.
Why do you have your earbuds in?
Oh, I don't know. I'm such a habit of
Take them off.
I have a habit of
I'm
doing
sorry. Like
it's bothering you.
it was bothering me. I just saw you with them in, and I was
whenever
like,
we do that, like the movie reactions, I always like it's such a habit. Like, oh, gotta pop it.
I
in.
know. I just looked at you. I was like,
Yeah.
why?
As soon as we get the camera in front, I'm like, oh, gotta go ahead and get the earbuds.
Yeah, I'm trying to think more for Oh Brother, Where Art Thou. I'm trying to think of more. Man, it's like I said, like I remember more about the other films than I do about this movie. Sad to say. Oh my god.
Oh, but I loved it. It was really good.
I don't know. I honestly don't have much to say about this film, guys. Overall, it was a really good film, and it kind of inspired. It's inspired us to watch more George Clooney movies. So expect to see more George Clooney movies.
So that's either a good thing or a bad thing for some of you.
For some of you might not like George Clooney, and I'm sorry, not really, but George Clooney movies are coming. Don't worry. I think on that we're just gonna move on to American Reunion. I genuinely have nothing more to say. Do you have anything else you want to touch up on, or you're ready to move on?
I just love the movie.
Perfect. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to American Reunion. I feel like all the American Pie movies have been very consistent so far.
It's solid. I actually think I love what they've done with it and the storylines that they have built throughout.
American Reunion was really good. Surprisingly super good.
Yeah, I thought it was actually a perfect finale. I truly hope this is it. They don't do any more.
Apparently, I read up an article that there is an idea for one more.
No.
Yep, there's an idea for one more.
What the hell? Where do they go next?
I have no idea, but apparently the guy, the writer for American Reunion, has an idea for something for one last one.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. If it's good, go for it.
To be fair though, with American Pie, like 1, 2, 3, and 4, consistent. 2 I was a bit iffy about.
2 is the weakest.
2 is the weakest, but the other ones are really
but
good.
Like American Wedding really brings it right back on track to like, oh, this is interesting. This is great.
American Reunion was great. I just love that they brought Oz back and whatnot. I missed him in.
Not only that, but they gave Oz more presence as well.
No, yeah, he actually had a really good arc in this though that I feel like a lot of people could relate to in terms of like Okay, we're just gonna get into it, all right? Because like, I feel like there's a lot of like relationship dynamics that people can relate to.
Yeah.
That they made.
They nailed it too.
They nailed every single one of them. And Oz, well, one of them is just like he's with someone he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You know, he got a little too into the lifestyle that came with the career he got,
and he kind of lost who he really is.
Yeah, he lost touch of who he actually was, and he ended up I don't even know if he was engaged to her or whatnot.
No, I think it was just dating. It was girlfriend,
dating. And she was just insufferable, man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't think she was ever sober.
No,
she was always like hopped up on something and whatnot. It was like it wasn't a good mesh. And it was interesting how he met with oh my god, what's her name again?
You forgot her name?
I forgot her name. Holy shit.
Come here.
Just looking over here, guys,
Heather.
to the side.
Heather.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, we kind of have it here. Sometimes we forget certain names.
Sometimes you forget some certain names, but
yeah, Heather.
He meets Heather again, and it's just like you realize like how like much of a connection they have and still have. She was with someone who was no better. Remember when the guy was asking him, "Hey, you ever want to do like a wife swap kind of thing with her?"
Bro, that was wild as shit.
Bro,
I'm joking. Unless you're interested.
Bro,
like,
I'm sorry.
God.
If anyone asks me that question, man, face, you're done for. I'm not even gonna hesitate.
That is the most awkward, weirdest, cringe shit you can ask any person.
That's a line that you've crossed. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to talk to you. You don't exist to me. All right, get away from me. That's just bizarre. That was horrible. She was with someone that was just terrible. They were both with people that weren't good for them. You know?
Exactly.
And it was nice to see that at the end they actually got back together. You know, they realized like, oh, we're dating pieces of shit.
Yeah.
You know, we should get rid of them. You know, reconnect and kind of just pick up where we left off, kind of thing. It was sweet to see that.
Yeah, because that's kind of why like Oz's storyline felt very weird throughout even the second film. It's because like even though she was in Europe, like it just didn't feel like there was anything wrong with their relationship.
Him and Heather already had their
relationship just felt solid.
It felt really solid, you know. And I think that was an interesting way to bring them back and add an interesting element to the relationship again. And I feel like because a relatable, interesting thing.
It's just it's something that happens in life, man. Like sometimes you're with someone at a certain point that it's really going well, but certain life circumstances just make it that it's not possible anymore. So you have no choice but to go your separate ways. And it's kind of that rekindling where you realize, oh wow, this was really good. Like maybe now is a time that this can happen.
It kind of makes you almost appreciate them even more when now, right?
Yep.
You reconnect and you're appreciating like, wow, this person was great for me. Why did I even do this? Why did I never try to make it work? Kind of thing, But yeah, that was very interesting. Also, like Kev had another great one, which was very similar almost to like how he was in American Pie too.
Yeah, it just says that
again, it's with his ex-girlfriend again. Yep. Again, something very relatable for anybody with an ex-girlfriend, boyfriend.
Well,
Doesn't even
it's
matter.
not even that because Vicky was his first love.
Yeah.
This is the girl that really was the first time where he really felt something, and so it's like he even admitted that there's always going to be a part of me that loves you. You know, like, I can't help that because of the memories, you know, and everything that they've shared through their lives. You know?
Lot of firsts.
A lot of first like significant events, and it's like it's unavoidable at the end of the day. But he's just like, you know, you realize, you know, you're with someone you love now, and that, you know, there's a part of these feelings that comes with these memories, but it's,
you know that it's not. You
can easily separate it.
You can easily separate it, and you know it's the love you have for them is not the same as your current girlfriend or wife kind of thing, right? It was. Just
I liked his wife. She was amazing.
Oh, she was crazy cool.
I liked it. Like, said, "Oh, we're gonna watch The Bachelor" and stuff. Like, here's the thing, guys. All right.
Yeah.
Once made me think of Kyle. Kyle kind of gave me the Kev.
Kyle is Kev.
Yeah, I know Kyle watches a lot of these kind of shows with his girlfriend, so it's really funny.
Yeah, Kyle is genuinely the Kev.
Yeah, it made me think of him straight up. It was really funny. But yeah, you know, like because like it shows she's interested in these shows, and Kev's a great guy, and it's just like she's interested, so he shares the interest. He watches it with her. Maybe he doesn't full on love it as much, but he understands and does it for her.
Maybe he doesn't love it, but maybe he's found enjoyment in it.
Because he's spending time with her, and they have
they have something to talk about and stuff like that. And he doesn't really mind it because it gives them something, you know.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Learning about your significant other's interests and kind of taking part in it a bit, actually, is a good way to really build more strength to that relationship.
Yeah, for sure. Never shit on something they like. Try to like understand it or even try to get into it.
Exactly.
You know? Don't force yourself. If you don't like it, don't do it.
No, that's okay if you don't.
But if you don't make fun of it.
No,
right?
respect it.
You're just an asshole at that point. All right? Just respect it and encourage it. You know, and be nice about it.
Yeah.
That's the best you could do if you don't want to get into it. But yeah, Kev is really good.
Again, I think it's just really nice to see like they really worked hard on giving them each of these characters good storylines. Even like Finch. Kind of like having to get past, like, you know, being obsessed with someone to such an abnormal state.
Well, not even that, but also lying about who he is to make himself seem interesting to his group of friends because he always wanted to be something more than what he actually was.
Yeah.
You know, and he wanted to seem cool or seem like he did a lot of great things. And it's kind of sad because you know there are people like that.
Yeah.
You know,
because like sometimes life doesn't work out for some people, man, and it's rough. Life is hard. Yeah. You know, and sometimes we make mistakes, we have setbacks that kind of like really kind of take us away from the actual goals that we've wanted.
Yeah.
You know, it's never too late. That's one thing too.
Never too late. Never too
that
late.
At some point these lies will bite you in the ass.
You kind of saw that with Finch at the end. He found a girl that he actually liked and that had a lot more in common with.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And not even that, but he was willing to travel with her and stuff like that. He was willing, you know, he will get those adventures now with someone else. He can actually do those things now. Exactly. Kind of thing, you know? And he's like, there's no need to lie about who you are more than anything else. You know? Not the majority of people.
It's just insecurity. That's what it really is. It comes down to being insecure because, like, he's no better than Stifler.
Yeah.
Literally, that was a beautiful thing. You even mentioned it when we first watched it and everything.
They're no different.
Stifler and Finch literally parallel each other.
Yeah.
They have nothing in common. They are not the same person. But at the end of the day, they parallel each other in where
they're living similar lives. They're both living with their moms. They're both working jobs that they don't like.
Yep.
You know, they're both probably treated like shit at them. You know.
Yep.
I even liked Stifler. You know, he had a really good one too, where he was trying to be someone he wasn't.
It's not just that, but it's just because Stifler's that classic guy. We all know those people that they peaked in high school.
Yeah.
And after high school, they were so used to being like at this top dog, and when you get to the actual world where you're literally insignificant, a lot of people really struggle with realizing that.
It's hard because like he was like you said, he was the top dog in high school, and when you get into the real world, you start at the bottom all over again.
Yeah.
So it's just like a lot of people who leave high school at the top don't know how to be at the bottom again.
No.
Or if they were never at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing. So they're just like, they don't know how to kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Kind of adapt now to this.
There you go. They don't know how to adapt to this new lifestyle or this new.
Because and like Stifler was that because you saw like, you know, he still had his characteristics, but when it came to his boss, he struggled hard to even like top back or anything. But again, it's because like he knows he needs this job. It's so important to him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like no job I feel is truly important where you have to really like sacrifice yourself in a sense of who you are in a way. You know, if a job really is forcing you to be miserable, it's making you do things you don't want to do. Like example, like he had to do this work that was like not his problem, not his fault to do.
Well, you know what? He was pretty much in a similar situation as kind of like with Harold and Kumar. Harold.
Yep.
Right?
Harold
in the first one,
the
in
first
White
film,
Castle.
yeah. He was going through that kind of experience.
You know, someone's just like, they're treating you like shit. They know you're not going to talk back, and they can make you do whatever you want because they have this kind of like power over you.
Yep.
Kind of thing, right? They're your boss.
Yep.
They can make you do anything, but every boss has a boss also.
Yeah.
In a sense, you know, there's always a bigger dog in the kennel. If that, you know.
And you know, and it was really sad to see like he was like also realizing, you know, none of his friends invited him to be there. Yeah. You know, and realizing, like, you know, kind of like reflecting and realizing that he was a dick, but then also them telling him, like, you're our dick. You know, at the end of the day, because of who you are and what you've done, you've actually gave us enjoyable moments in our lives that we remember forever.
He made high school enjoyable. Not just that, but he also made Jim's wedding enjoyable.
He really helped Jim's wedding.
He saved the wedding as well, you know. Like, he did great things. He's not a perfect person.
No.
But he has done great things, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Jim's was really good as well. Jim's was pretty... It's just like he needed to communicate with his wife, make more time for his wife.
It's not even just communication or talking or nothing. It's the realization that what he was going through in his relationship was normal, and even his father just told him straight up, like, "Hey, man, it's gonna be fine." Yeah, literally, like, it's gonna be fine. Don't even worry.
But his father even told him, like, dude, you just gotta make time for it. You know, he even told him, like, why else do you think you had Sunday school?
Yeah,
this. Like, they made time.
Plan things where you can have time.
One of the most important things in a relationship is intimacy. You know, bedroom intimacy is super important. If you don't have it, the relationship's not gonna last. Anyone who says that it's not important has not had a good relationship. All right, like it's
a sad reality that it plays a more significant role than you would think.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's just like if you don't have time for it, make time for it. It's kind of like going to the gym.
Yeah.
All right. If you have to plan a date, a time to have this done, do it. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're very busy with your lives and you need to actually like. Set aside some time.
Also, don't be afraid to ask people for help. Like maybe a family member, hey, can you watch the kids at this time or something? Like, you know,
yes.
Really figure it out. You know, try to find ways to help yourself.
Yeah,
you know, don't think like you're in this alone. Like, oh, as a parent, like, oh, I'm the parent. This is my kid. Like, no, you know, far back in the good old like long days, you know, it was community based. A lot of the raising of children. You know, it's not like a solo operation. There are people in your life that will be willing to help you out and give you the time that you need with your significant other.
Yeah. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so ask for help. Never be afraid to ask for help. I think it's very, something that's weird for most people. They struggle to just ask, like, hey, can you do this for me or something? Because they kind of feel bad to get people to take them out of their way. But if people truly care about you, they'd be cool with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is literally just make time for it. It's like you said, plan something with someone else and make the time to add that intimacy into your life. It's super, super, super important.
Yeah.
A relationship is just like it's like
effort and time. Like it's the reality of it. It's not just gonna magically work.
Yeah, it's not just about intimacy in the bedroom and stuff like that. There's a lot more.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah.
Paying attention.
Yeah.
Caring.
Showing you care.
That's
like listening and like let's say like, you know,
being present.
Like let's say like, you know, your significant other, like they're having a birthday, for example, right? And you get them a gift that you think they want, not what they actually want. It's because you're not listening. If you're listening, you know exactly what they want. You know exactly what's going to give that reaction that makes them the happiest person in the world. It's little things like that of just paying attention and listening and recognizing the things that are important to your partner.
You know what? Yeah, you got to give them something that they want, not something you think they want.
Exactly. And here's the thing. You would know what they want if you actually pay attention to what they say. I'm straight up on that. I truly believe that.
What? Yeah, that's a damn, okay.
You're right. Listening is like one of the most important things.
Yeah.
It's very, very like underrated.
It's so funny that we barely talked about the movie and more so about the themes of the relationships.
Well, it's because like American Pie, all the films present relationships. That's one of the key components
relationships
of it.
and the situations and problems that come with them.
I think it's one of the.
But that's what I like about it because they present problems and relationships like so many different ways.
Yeah,
you know, and I feel like at least one person can relate to one or two of them and just be like,
exactly.
Wow.
It's like, oh yeah, I've experienced that myself. Oh, that's interesting.
I remember I was an asshole. None of my friends invited me to anything.
And I guess we'll get off the relationships a little bit. And I'll just say like Jim's dad, like with the passing of his wife and stuff, man. Just like.
When they're in the living room together,
and he's watching Jim's bar mitzvah. You know it's not for Jim's bar mitzvah. Yeah, man. That was heartbreaking, dude.
For some reason, that hit me in the feels, and I also kind of liked how they tried to get him with Stifler's mom.
Yeah,
kind of get them together and whatnot. We did watch the scene after
the ending credits.
The ending credits. We did watch
in the movie theater.
In the movie theater, it was pretty funny. It was really funny. It wasn't in reaction, obviously, but it was really fun. We saw it. Don't worry.
Yeah, but just like I thought that was actually kind of nice.
Yep.
Because he kind of needed to be with someone like that that's gonna allow him to like be more fun and stuff. Because he was just
adventurous. Like, he's just at home all the time, and he has no one to spend time with, no one to hang out with. He's by himself.
Just really sad. Having that more spontaneous fun in his life now is just something that he just needs. Yeah. If you want to get him, I'll hold him.
Yeah, I'll get him.
Yeah, sorry guys about Adwin. He's just he's a little baby today. We have taken him out multiple times as well during recording of this. You just don't see it or know. Yep. The magic of editing. But he's oh, you'll hold him?
Yep, I'll keep him on me.
Yeah, so we don't know exactly what's getting him all pissed off today, but... Oh, he's coughing. You alright, buddy?
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Yeah, but I think that's another thing. I think for people, like, you know, if you're lonely out there, sometimes, you know, you gotta kind of find those opportunities to get out there and meet people.
Yeah, if you're lonely, like, genuinely, like, put yourself out there. No one's just gonna find you if you're at home all day.
Yep.
You know?
It's a sad fact of reality.
Yeah.
You know, you got to put yourself out there to find any ounce of happiness. Because if all you're going to do is sit at home being depressed and upset, like, man, it's just, you're never going to be happy. And, you know, life is not meant to be lived unhappy. Try to find some happiness in it. And sometimes it's just adding another person to that equation.
Yeah.
Something as small as that makes the massive difference to really give you a more positive perspective on a lot of things.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, I feel like with the American Pie films, we get more serious about them than anything.
I mean, people know the movies are funny.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you they're funny. They're great.
Everyone knows it's funny that Stifler shits in the cooler.
Oh, dude, that was oh god.
That was kind of
Stifler
funny.
bangs Finch's mom.
Finch's mom.
That was like pure
that
redemption.
Was the best way. And also the guys would go MILF.
The MILF reconciliation.
Yeah, the MILF brothers or reconciliation at the end was beautiful. Absolutely
peak
beautiful.
Art, peak cinema.
Very good. Okay, very good moments. That's it. This movie had really good moments. It was a very good film. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
that was it. It was a great way to send off the movie. Now that we're done, like with American Pie, how would you rate it in terms of which one were the best and the worst kind of thing?
I think probably the best is 3 because 3 really found its grounding of what it's about.
Yeah.
3, 1. No, I would put 2 at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then I would put 1, 3. No. 2, 4, 1, 3.
2, 4, 1, 3.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the first one is such a great introduction to these characters and everything, and it's just super solid for the time. I think Wedding is far superior to 2 because it actually kind of comes back to more bringing a lot more of the relationship stuff and making it more important.
Yeah.
I felt like 2 kind of had a lot of stuff that was just a little all over the place.
Well, I felt like it just like I feel like it felt all over the place and it felt weird because like Oz and Kev were kind of non-existent.
Yeah, Oz and Kev.
They're like on the back.
To be fair, even though in 3, Kev is a background as hell and Oz has like disappeared, the storylines that they had working around Stifler and Jim were perfect. It just hard carried, and it was I didn't need more than that.
Okay.
And it had some great moments, like dude, the dance scene alone.
Dance scene's good.
In the gay bar,
yeah.
that was
really
amazing.
Good.
I love that shit.
That was really good.
So like, and then I put 4. So that's why it's not like 4 is bad that I put it down there. I just thought 3 was just really good.
Well, it's respectable.
Yeah. Like anyway, like I loved all the movies. I think it's a great franchise.
Yeah.
And if they do want to do another, I'm scared, but I'm willing to watch it.
No, so far they've been consistent, so I'm not too worried about it.
More Stifler, I'm happy.
Yeah, give me more Stiffy and I'm good.
More Stiffy.
Give me more Stiffy and I'm good.
Yeah.
I think that's it for the films, guys.
Yeah, we're actually going on quite long, so I think we're just gonna get to questions.
Those are some really good movies this week. Very good. We're gonna get on to the questions. Bring it up.
We're gonna go to questions quick.
We're going to the question segment. Chris is bringing up the questions.
All right, I'll read them properly and everything. All right, I'll start from this one and we'll go through.
Yep.
All right, so we have this one right here, and it is a guy asked this in replying to someone else.
Yeah.
And
that guy's like. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, this is what's his name? Faith and EG12.
Faith and EG12.
Yeah, he responded to someone because like we didn't see his question. Look, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes we miss questions. I'm sorry, guys. But he says I was wondering if they've seen The Last Action Hero. We have. It's actually one of the few other movies I did watch.
Yeah, it's one of the movies that we've seen on our own time. So sadly, we'll never see that on the channel.
Good movie though.
Yeah, sorry, bros, it ain't coming.
Last Action Hero, solid film. So
solid film. Very
we
good.
got you. I saw you this time. I
saw
promise.
you. We answered your question.
Yeah, just keep asking if we miss, honestly, and we'll get to it eventually.
Just keep asking. Don't worry. We'll pick it at some point. Don't worry.
Yeah. Next one from Cypher77. Cypher the OG.
The OG Cypher.
Fun lore fact. Cypher was the first person to ever join our Patreon.
True, and he has 2 questions for us.
Yep. Question 1. Are either of you Are either of you aware that platypus, a mammal that feeds its young milk, has no nipples? Yes. We actually got into a science fair. We were in the science fair when we were in elementary school, and we went to high school science fair or something, and our whole thing was about platypus. Yeah. So we know a lot about these creatures. We are actually informed.
Platypus experts.
Yeah, so I actually knew that. Like,
platypus informants.
Yeah, so an animal we know.
Yep.
So, fun fact.
All right.
Question 2. If you ever do merch, would you consider selling banana hammocks with your faces on them?
No, but for you, maybe.
Maybe just one for you. Only you.
Yep.
But, yeah. Quick. I'm sorry I'm shooting fast. Like,
some of these questions are easy to answer.
It's not just that, but, like, I feel like we've gone on very long.
Yeah.
And I'm like, uh-oh. All right, so this is from Marissa the Book Nerd. Oh, Marissa's back. Oh, so she says, "Hi guys, so I posted my question on the last movie you did this week, so I'm reposting because I don't know if you saw it there. We probably missed it. I'm sorry. What's your take on all these new remakes and reboots? Why do you think they're doing it except for money, of course? Because they bother me just a little bit. Keep up the entertaining videos. Love you both." Thank you, Marissa. I appreciate that a lot.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you, if you don't want the classic, like, very dead brain, oh, it's for money, which is obviously it. I think, like, the other thing is, too, I think it's just nowadays people are very lazy. I think they when it comes to writing original ideas, it's just that kind of concept is lost. A lot of films are just adaptations of books, comics, visual novels. You know, it's very rare that you get something truly original and interesting and like, it just really in its own. I think the last movie I could say that I really felt that was Everything Everywhere All at Once. Felt very, like...
original.
Very different. I've never seen anything like it, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the thing... It's easier to adapt from other things. And the sad thing is a lot of these adaptations are just shit as well. So...
It's sad because it's primarily more so not only, it's primarily money. All right? It's easier to adapt something that you already know. It's quicker to make and shoot out there to get money.
No, but you already know there's fans of it.
Exactly.
So you know there's like a potential, like, oh, this is going to make money.
It's going to sell. 100% it's going to sell. Whether it's bad or good, it's going to sell. It's going to make us money. Who cares?
Exploiting the fans of it.
Yeah, just shoot it out there. That's primarily the reason of it more than anything else. Sad to say, it's just like, it's as simple as that.
Easy cash grab.
That's about it. And obviously, we're not a fan of it either.
No.
Next question.
A good question, actually. I like that.
Very good one, yeah.
This comes from user-YC8MB9JE2. Bro, pick a better username. Goddamn!
Bro!
Can you guys watch Jurassic Park? That is my all-time favorite movie, and I would love to hear your thoughts. We've already seen it.
We've already seen Jurassic Park, so you're never going to see a reaction of Jurassic Park ever from us.
No. See, the thing is, we really don't want to push any like fake reactions or nothing. So you're never going to see Lord of the Rings. We love the favorite films of all time. We've seen them a lot. Star Wars, not happening. Harry Potter, not happening. These are big bangers. If anybody was faking reactions, I think these would be the 3 franchises you hit. 100%.
I agree, 100%, yeah.
Yeah, so you're never going to see them from us. We've seen them all. So Jurassic Park we've seen. I don't know if I've seen the sequels. I think I saw Jurassic Park 3, but never 2, weirdly enough.
I do know Jurassic Park 1. I've seen it many times.
Yeah.
2 and 3, I'm not too sure.
No.
But I know Jurassic Park 1, yes, I've seen it already.
100%.
So Jurassic Park 1 will never be for the channel. So.
Nope, so I'm
never
sorry.
Happen, guys.
Good recommendation, great film.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay, we got another one here. Let me see what this is. Adam Hughes 8775. Let's see. It says Godzilla didn't win. Also, you don't really have to watch Skull Island to understand what happened leading up to Godzilla vs. Kong. My question is, other than Godzilla and Kong, who is your favorite monster, old or new? Also, that was the actual question. So, favorite monster, I guess, like, general favorite monster, or are we talking about, like, just, like, in this universe?
In the Godzilla monster universe.
Or the Toho universe. Because, like, if so, it's Megalon. Ghidorah I've already raved about. You guys already know my Ghidorah love. Yeah. But Megalon is also my absolute favorite monster. And I think he's only been in one goddamn movie. And that depresses the shit out of me.
I think it's Gigan or Gigan. I don't remember his
Gigan,
name.
I believe, yeah.
Gigan. He's got like he's like
the hook claws, the buzzsaws.
The hook claw, the buzzsaws, and like the laser beam eyes.
Yeah.
It looks like it looks wild as hell. I wish they would do that.
Could you imagine Could you imagine a modernized adaptation of Gigan? That'd be sick as shit.
It would look menacing. It would look so cool.
Oh, dude.
They need to put Gigan in the next in some Godzilla film.
Megalon, please.
I
think I'm Megalon's only fan. Even what's the other one? Is even Destroya? I don't know.
He's like big and purple.
Dude, he's got one of the most badass designs I've seen for a monster.
He looks sick. Bring him in. Bring him in to the ring. Bring him in. There's a lot of cool Godzilla monsters that they should adapt into the big screen or bring back.
Yeah.
Again, because some of them look so sick, and I'd like to see what they do with them.
I feel like though they've been playing it really safe with the ones that they chose, which I understand. You know, you got to take the ones that are very more well known, like Mothra, Ghidorah, Rodan. Like I understand that, but I really hope they go for some obscure, weird.
I want
shit.
some obscure shit, man. Give us some obscure shit. All right, that's it. Next question.
Good question, Adam. Love you.
Good question, buddy, old pal.
This comes from Grandma Keith. Great name.
Grandma Keith.
I love that. Have you guys done reactions to the Pacific Rim movies? No, we've seen Pacific Rim 1, so it's never going to happen. I never saw the sequel because I heard it was absolute shit.
Yeah, we heard the sequel was dog shit, but...
which is depressing because, like, man, how do you make a movie at least, like, about giant robots fighting monsters not entertaining?
That's kind of hard to do.
That's wild as shit.
Yeah, the plot doesn't even have to be good. Just make sure the fights are good.
That's the bare minimum
you can do, right?
You could get an easy pass if the fights are at least good, but apparently it was just ass.
Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
So, again, this is something we're never going to do. We saw Pacific Rim. Awesome movie. I think we saw it when we were on a trip in Florida, at least in theaters. You remember that?
Nope.
Oh, I remember. It was great.
I don't remember that and where I saw it, but I remember we saw it.
All right, another question. Rocky the Therapist. Great name. How many pets do you have? And are they all dogs? Do you really not realize when you do the twin thing and say the same thing at the same time? Honestly, no. Sometimes it just happens. We kind of think of the same word and we kind of just pop it out. But for the pets, we have 4 dogs, 1 cat. We actually have a cat named Twinkie. Twinkie, right now, he's very old. He's probably at the end of his life, sadly.
He's blind. He's old. Yeah, he meows a lot. You probably hear him in the background of our videos a few times here and there, just because he's old. He meows every now and then for no reason whatsoever.
There's not much we can do for him. Like it's the end of the road. Sadly, it's not our first rodeo. You know, we've had many cats in our lives. We've had like 5 cats.
Yep, 5 cats. So
sadly, we know what's happening. You know, all we can do is make him comfortable, give him all the love he needs.
That's it.
Yep. So we have 5 pets.
5 pets. All right, next question. If there's another one. Ooh,
yeah, there's another one.
Sheesh,
okay, I actually got a lot of questions. Okay. All right, so Ayudia Casca. I
think I've said this name before.
You
I think this is Ayudia Casca.
You sound like you cast it as spelled.
Yeah.
But what is your strategy on taking Mothra from Godzilla? Are you planning on somehow make Godzilla willing to share her with you even for one night?
I'm not the share. I'm gonna dick down Mothra straight better than Godzilla ever could. Moving on.
Bro, you can't just, like, exclaim that and not talk anymore about that. You gotta explain why, like...
I gave you my explanation.
That's it?
Yeah. That's enough to keep Mothra with me.
Okay.
Yep, Godzilla ain't got shit at me.
Next question. What are your favorite dishes that are made of ingredients you dislike the most? Oh, that's actually a really fascinating question. Holy shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a very hard question to answer because I'm not picky with food.
Yeah, Curtis and I are very open-minded.
We're very open-minded. There's nothing I really dislike, so that's hard to answer. I don't even know. I genuinely don't. Well, I don't know. There's nothing I dislike in terms of flavor. Like, I don't know. Very open with food. It's very rare for me not to like.
I have to put way too much thought into that to even find an answer. Like, I'll generally.
This is such a good question. I don't have the time to even think about it. That's how good of a question it is. Nothing comes.
Something I don't like. Well, I don't like ground chicken. But, like, generally speaking, if it's seasoned properly and well, I'll actually be fine with it.
I'm just not picky.
I don't know, but generally not picky. Like, I'll eat it either way. Like, I'm pretty okay. But I don't know. Good question, though. But, yeah, sorry I don't have much of an answer. Next question is, if you have a kid, what movie would you introduce them to prepare them for the world they'd live in? Terminator. We're probably going there.
Terminator 2.
Yeah, Terminator 2. Just to get them prepared for what they're going to be expecting.
They gotta know the fight back at the robot uprising.
Yep.
So
and to know the true despair we're gonna face.
Yeah, and plus, like, Skynet and stuff like that, some very similar things going on. Terminator is the best bet. Terminator 1 and 2. That's it.
Terminator, that's the answer.
Yep.
All right. Do we have any more questions?
Nope. We have one more comment that I want to showcase.
Yeah.
From Elaine Oliver 1291. Skull Island sucks. What will be the judge of that since we're gonna end up watching it?
Not next week, but the week after.
The week after, Kong Apologists, get ready. We will watch it.
Skull Island's happening, and I'm already pretty sure we'll just like it.
We're probably gonna enjoy it.
Not a big deal.
Have a great time. Yeah.
But yeah.
So that's it for the podcast for the Octopodd guys. We're gonna peace on out now. It was nice talking. It was nice shooting the shit with you guys. Well, not with you guys, but with each other for you guys. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna peace on out. Adios, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great time.
I love you. King Kong sucks.